It's Monday, November 13th, and they fixed the pool. My kids are quite happy about it. They fixed it on Saturday. They wanted to go in on Saturday, but it was like raining and overcast completely. Look, not a cloud in the sky today. The trees are gone. There used to be a nice tree coverage here that made it more private, but the kids don't need trees to swim. I just met one of my neighbors. She owns a condo here and she lives in Atlanta, so she's here for the week. And she said she's going to go hang out at the orphanage in Isabela. And I'm like, what orphanage? Where? And she's trying to explain it to me. And of course, I'm horrible with directions. So she said she'll get the name. I think I can Google it though, because I have like internet service by the pool, y'all. This is like legit, like almost back to normal stuff here. But like, there's an orphanage in Isabela. She said they have kids ages 1 through 6. She said that they've been getting food and water donations, but they don't have like soap and things like that. I have soap. Like, people have sent us soap. Like, what if I could make the garden there? Or what if I could adopt one of the children? Oh my God, there's an orphanage in Isabela. I'm going to find out where it is and I'm going to go there. And I'm going to find out every last one of their needs and I'm going to bring it to them. An orphanage. Weather changes in Puerto Rico. This is how the sky looks before when we were by the pool, right? You saw it? And now look. This is over the pool. Oh my gosh. Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 14th, and we are on our way to meet with Pastor William Tavares, who is the pastor at the church that we attend here in Puerto Rico, to discuss the details about the Christmas outreach that Faith Life Church in Ohio wants to do. And this is really, really cool because we've been partners with Faith Life Church for many, many years, and driving to Ohio to go to conferences, and we're just really, really familiar with those pastors. They're amazing, Gary and Brenda Cassie in Ohio. And so to be able to do something where we're bridging them with Puerto Rico and being the liaison here is really exciting, right?
Of course.
Just left a meeting with Pastor Jim Jorgensen. He is a pastor in Albany who found us online through all this stuff, and he sent like a huge amount of things through Ponce. So we're going there this week to pick up a generator and a ton of supplies that have been separated for Isabela and for our church and the things that we're doing. So we heard that he was going to preach in Mayagüez tonight, so we came to hear him speak, and it was a blessing. The funny thing is that he prophesied over us that there's an orphanage in our future. So maybe I don't need to adopt one of the kids, I just need to open an entire orphanage. So when I said that I didn't know what was going on with my stomach, that wasn't exactly true. I've had an issue with my body for the past 5 years. Almost 5 years. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you 5 years worth of a story, especially since I've never actually spoken about it on video, and not even to most of my family or friends. But to make a long story short, I have fetal parts in my abdomen from 2 miscarriages that I had. Their bodies never
came out and my uterus birthed them into my abdomen. I have proof of this because before I came here, I had an MRI done, and both the radiologist and the gynecologist were like, what the heck? And they had to report it to their medical journals. I knew that the bodies were never expelled. I just thought I had baby body parts in my womb. But to find out that my womb actually birthed them into my abdomen, that was just another level of creepy. But because of that, I get in really, really horrible pain every now and then. For the most part, I'm fine. I mean, I look kind of like I'm 4 months pregnant all the time. But for the most part, it doesn't hurt. But then sometimes it does hurt, and it makes me feel really weak, and I can't sleep at night, and it makes me exhausted, and it's hard to lay down, it's hard to sit. So Pastor Jorgensen from last night wants to come over and pray for me. I've had so many people lay hands on me. I know that God's my healer. I know that He healed me on the cross. I know that this is a total miraculous thing that needs to take place because no doctors will touch it. And there's no other physical solution. It has to be a spiritual solution. But I'm not at the stage where I'm running around trying to get people to lay hands on me. I'm just trying to receive what's mine. But He's coming. He's coming to lay hands on me.
Good morning. It's Saturday, November 18th. And the goal for today is to get out of this bed. I was in bed all day yesterday, except for when... What's that? Okay, so I was in bed yesterday all day, except for when we had to go to the Notary Public because our house in New Jersey sold. So we had to get the papers notarized to give them power of attorney to sell the house without us present. So all the Notary Republics in Puerto Rico have to be lawyers. So we found some in town, and it turns out they go to our church. So they just signed and stamped the papers and were like, no charge, see you Sunday. Puerto Rico has that hometown feel because it's so small. You constantly are bumping into somebody you know. That never happened in Jersey. Even if you knew way more people in Jersey from like work, church, school, community events, so many things that we were part of, you never bumped into anybody. And here, literally the only people we know are the people from our small little church, and we run into them everywhere. And once you see somebody in one place, you're going to see them somewhere else. Like, it's just funny. It really has that small hometown feel. I'm like, hey, I saw that guy online the last place I was at yesterday. So yeah, you just keep seeing the same people over and over again. It's funny. But yeah, I was in bed all day yesterday in pain. I wrote a status this week on my Facebook page letting people know about my miscarriages and what has been happening with me, because literally I can count on one hand the amount of people that knew. I hadn't spoken about it. I had the first miscarriage and then the second, and just never talked about it. I never talked about it. People saw that I was pregnant, and then I wasn't, and that was it. Like, they really just never knew what happened. And this includes family, this includes friends. The people that knew were like maybe 3 people plus the doctors and midwives, and that's it. Like, I never talked about it.
while it was happening, it was a lot of turmoil and a lot of pain, physical, mental, emotional pain. And I was believing God for resurrections the first time. So I was met with a ton of love. People just flooded the page with love and positive comments, and I was just very happy to see that. It's awesome to finally, all these years later, be at the place where I can talk about it. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I can talk about it. I want to get out of this bed. That's pretty much the goal for today for me. I have to test my children on 12 weeks worth of schooling. I was going to do it yesterday, but I just didn't have the energy, and they're so excited for it. They're like, quiz me, test me. I know everything. Ask me. So like, even as I'm recording this, my son keeps peeking his head around the door like, is it time for our test yet? I don't remember ever feeling that way about a test. I don't know about you, but they're excited for their little test. So I'm going to test them today, and hopefully Pierre will get the dressers built, and I will get out of this bed. I'm happy to be putting all of this behind me. Good morning. It's Sunday, November 19th, and we've been awakened by God's covenant promise. Double rainbow. You see the double?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I see the double one too. But it says ouch all the way over there.
That's beautiful.
Taking a video of it?
Yeah.
Really? If there were no clouds in the sky, you could see it real clear.
Or maybe not.
Huh?
Maybe you wouldn't be able to see if there weren't clouds in the sky.